Hi there, Raman here from Expert On, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Harbinger LV12, which is their 12-channel mixer featuring effects. We're going to be covering all the features and benefits of this mixer, including the Bluetooth feature that's built in, and of course the effects that are all dialed up ready to go. That's all part of today's video. And here's our top-down view of the LV12. Now, we do get 4 microphone inputs right across the top, and those 4 microphone have 4 options at the bottom. Of course, these are all combo jacks, so you're looking at the actual 1/4 inch balance on balance versus the XLR built into one plug. Now, the button options at the bottom that go right across the whole unit are pad buttons, so we can decrease the actual gain by 26 dB, and we have a high pass filter set at 80 Hertz. So that means if you want to get rid of any low rumbling or low bottom end sound that might be bleeding into your overall mic input, you can do that simply by hitting that button there. On the 4th channel, you get a guitar high Z option, so you can turn your actual channel 4 into a full high Z input for your guitar, which gives you a lot of advantages. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first let's finish off with all the other options. Phantom power, so you can run your ribbon or condenser microphones on your first 4 channels. Then we get another 6 channels lined up right here in pairs. We've got our 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These channels are of course fully controlled down below with the mixer itself. And then we get our channel 11 and 12, which can also be used for our Bluetooth control. With this unit, you get 2 options on the Bluetooth. I can either use the Bluetooth on its own as part of a backtrack option on the mixer, or I can press the solo button and use the actual Bluetooth to play in place of the actual mixer. So again, if you're using the mixer for a live show at a bar or a cafe, you can easily use this either for backtracks, or if you're on your break because you've just had a 40-minute set, you can press the solo button, use your phone or tablet to play some background music and still entertain the audience. If you'd like to learn more about this mixer, maybe availability or pricing, there's going to be links down below, and they're going to bring you to Guitar Center. Now those links are our affiliate links, so that really helps us out on this channel. By using those links, you're going to find out exactly how much this unit actually costs today when you're watching the video, and how available is it in case you want to either buy it online or visit your closest Guitar Center. For individual controls, which go all the way across to channel 10, you're going to have yourself a 3-band EQ, plus you're going to have gain control at the very top. So this gain control is extremely exciting because the amount of quality that's put into that particular part of the machine. It goes from a plus 15 all the way up to a plus 63 dB. So even if you have gain hungry microphone, let's say like the SM7B, you'll be able to run it off of this unit without having to spend another $150, $200 on a cloud lift option, which is really a way to just throw an extra 25 dB into the mix. Even the EQ, which is 3-band, it's always nice to have a 3-band because now you get a mid-range control option. Even that has special functionality to it. Normally all these things are set with the same plus minus gain control options, but not in this case. You're going to get a minus 12 to plus 12 on the high and the low, and in the mid-range you're going to get a minus 15 to plus 15. So you get a lot of additional control option right here in the mids. And of course that goes across the whole board. And now that we're going from the blue to a green knob, this is a good time to mention the whole board is actually color reference. Makes it easier. So for people who wear glasses and have to lift their glass to read things, the color coding makes life a lot easier. The white knobs, for example, are going to be anything to do with level controls. So your gain, your pan balance, and your line levels, plus your actual control room. All of that's going to be in white. The blue knobs will then always reference the EQ, the green knobs for the effects, yellow knobs for your monitors. We're also going to have links to Harbinger's website down below as well if you want to learn even more about the product from the actual manufacturer website. Maybe you might want to even learn more about some of the other products Harbinger sells. Talking about the effects, this unit has built into it 16 different effects, which is great. But there are a lot of mixers that have anywhere between 10 and 24. What makes this special is the second knob located just below it. So we see one more green knob here. This is an adjustment to the effect. So you can pick any effect. So let's just randomly say number 10 is echo. I can make this my own echo effect by adjusting it. So I can increase the echo or restrict the echo. I can adjust that the way I want. So you can either reduce how intense the effect is or increase it. And we're not talking about volume. That's still done over here individually on the actual board. This is the actual size or how small. So if you delay, we can increase the delay or restrict the delay. That's the adjustment. So that's a really neat feature. And then of course right below that, you're going to get your overall effects adjustment. This is going to be proportionate to your main output. And as I said earlier, the yellow knobs mean monitor. So we do have a monitor output located right on top. We can control all the individual monitors along the yellow knob line. And then over here we have our main monitor output control, which again, for that output there. Below that, you get a control room and headphone level control. Now I mentioned that at this point because it actually is really tied into what's going on with the monitors. To give this machine a little bit more uniqueness, the ability to do more than it does all by itself, they've added one extra button. So most small mixers operate with the actual control room or headphones being the same as the main out, but with a different volume level, so you can control that so you can hear the headphones when you want versus always having the main. But what comes out of here and what comes out of here is the same when it comes to the level of the actual unit. What makes this machine unique is this one extra button right here. It's called monitor, and it's attached by a line to the headphone. If I want, I can either use it without that option, which again will be traditional, whatever I've done here is what's going to come out here. But if I push this, now whatever happens on my monitors, the yellow knobs, is what's going to come out of the control room or headphone option, which is here. So that makes this very unique. It'll be different than what's actually happening here. You are now listening to the same as the monitor output. That gives you an awful lot of control and a lot of variety in what you can do with this mixer. Talking about the outputs, again, main is a slider control. We've got dynamic meters up above. And then at the very top, we have all the finishing jacks. So we do have a 1/4-inch headphone jack, of course, in stereo. Our control room out is 1/4-inch, and it can be balanced or unbalanced, your choice. Same thing goes for the monitor output, can be balanced or unbalanced. 2 XLR left and right outputs. But what happens if you only have one speaker? A lot of people are taking these mixers out and they are only bringing one speaker out with them. They give you a single 1/4-inch balance or unbalanced option to go to that one speaker. It'll automatically create a mixed stereo effect. It'll blend these two channels together and send it out right here. And you even have a foot switch for your effects. So if you need to kick your effects on or off, you can do that right there. If you'd like to learn more about the mixers that Harbinger's just launched, all part of the LVL series, we've got a playlist just located up above. And that playlist will actually bring you to all the mixers, not just to the one we're looking at today. And with the quality and performance of so many power speakers today, you can actually take this mixer out and only need to bring one powered speaker with you. So many powered speakers do such a great job of running your guitar plus your microphones through. This can really turn into one mixer, one speaker, and everything else is done. You can run your guitars through your foot pedals, bring that into channel 4, hit that high Z button, there you go. Your microphones can be up front and you can still plug in an electric keyboard, an electric drum set, plus whatever else you'd want to plug into it and still have room for your backtracks to play through on the Bluetooth. That's an awful lot to put into one mixer, and that's what makes this mixer really a great choice. If you're looking for an easy to use mixer with a lot of features on it, here you go. That's the Harbinger LV12. Great for either your rehearsal space, your man cave, or your garage band setup, and of course taking out for you for doing all those small gigs. This is good for 1, 2, or 3 people to use at the same time because you've got enough room to plug in all your instruments. So once again, I'd like to say thank you very much for Harbinger for making all of this possible, and don't forget the links to Guitar Center are located just down below. At this point, we've got the actual playlist just displayed on the screen here, and I'd like to say thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.